Hey guys, welcome back to Dauntless. Today we got a real gem for you again. A build for the brave, for the curious, for the bored maybe. A rebelling build you could say, because it breaks a bit with my law of player friendliness. We are talking about a just for fun full damage build. Now wait. Don't you get scared, you know me. I have your back as always. Of course, this build, even with its main focus on damage, still is player friendly. Even maybe the most player friendly full damage build out there, considering that normally these kinds of builds require flawless gameplay. That's not quite the case here. Well, yes, you'll get a little bit punished if you get hit, but no, it won't be too frustrating. Okay? This build is perfect for players who want to train their dodging a bit, who want to go out of their comfort zone, or who just want to smash through normal content like there's no tomorrow. So let's have a look at it together now, and you all will be surprised how forgiving a full damage setup can be. Speaking of forgiving, let's first talk about the defense layers. Yes, we do have defense layers in a full damage build. Quite paradox, isn't it? Our first defense layer is indeed the oh so feared and risky Revenant Omnicell, because she has also a second part to her story. As a passive bonus, she provides you with a 2% lifesteal, which, considering our damage output, is huge. Additionally, and that by the way is our second defense layer, that lifesteal gets a multiplier. Where is it? There it is. Like I said, the lifesteal gets a multiplier by our, let's say, buffer cell, our tough 3 cell. On top of that, Revenant also gives us a huge heal over time from the orbs, right? Every single tentacle of Revenant active ability that hits a target creates one of these shadow orbs that'll fly at you with increasing speed, increasing your damage by 4% for each orb that you collect. Now, when your active mode runs out, you'll get a stacking healing over time for each collected orb. That, of course, will also get that multiplier from tough 3. Our third layer of defense will be our lantern. Skarn, combined with the Everdrive potion, continuously provides you with 30 shield per second up to a maximum of 600. That'll help greatly with surviving, especially if you are sacrificing your life to scary tentacles all the time. Now, if you still get overwhelmed and go down, that's where our fourth and last defense comes into play. Chrono's ultimate ability. Resurrecting yourself with a damage shield that'll bring you back into the fight easily. The rather short cooldown of 90 seconds is also very appreciated. That's it for defense. Now let's talk about the real deal. As a base damage sources, we do have 6 Berserker, so a max of 35% extra damage when fully stacked. Then 6 Predator, giving us a constant 35% extra damage as long as you do not get hit. Next is the standard crit package, so Cunning plus a 50% damage cell, so either Pulse or Galvanize, depending on the build. In our case it's Pulse, because we do not have crazy amounts of shields, giving us a total of 45% crit damage and a crit chance of 10%, plus a safe critical hit with every 5th attack, thanks to Pulse. So therefore, 30% force value. Last but not least, there's also the Frenzy Potion. That, thanks to Catalyst, provides us with another ton of damage. What am I doing? I'm going out of the build. Well, so much for the basement. Now it's getting really interesting. Because now we talk about the core mechanics of the build, giving us the highest damage output and the biggest part of the fun. Imagine dealing over 10k damage with a single pike attack. Impossible, you say? Ha, oh, let me change your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Our special, the Reckless Leap. With this ability, you're just dominating the fight from the start. Normally, you'll do an instant wound, increasing your damage even further, by the way. Sometimes you even top it off with an instant part break. Normal monsters, like in the hunting grounds or 10 to 50 escalations, they're instantly overwhelmed. They just simply start hating their lives and quickly decide to lay down and wither. It is incredible how much fun this special provides. Thanks to the munitions amplifier, which is our mod, we increase the power of the leap by another 25%, additionally to the already huge base value. Jump into a behemoth's face and laugh at the average casual axe wielder. On top of that, the amplifier causes your stored specials to fill up to max value. But that costs a bit of time, so you should still try to store your special energy as filled as possible. Last brick in the wall is our Rezakiri pike, of course. A 12% chance for attacks to hit twice. That's pretty neat. Now, let's get into the single gear, shall we? You of course take the Chrono Pike as mentioned. Put 2 times the Berserker Cell in it. Take the Reckless Leap, the Munitions Amplifier and the Rezakiri Pike as a bound weapon. Your Omnicell will be Revenant. Your Lantern is Scan with Catalyst. As a helmet, we take the Skullforge with Tough. Now the Skullforge will make sure that you always will have the endurance to dodge. Imagine being in the middle of a fight, swinging your heavy attacks, running out of stamina, not good. You always want to have enough stamina to do the dodging. Alright, because remember, this is a Predator build. Means you want to keep that Predator bonus as long as possible. As a jacket, we have the one from Trucks with a pulse cell in it. Next, the gloves. Malkarians, of course. Malkarian's gloves with another pulse cell. And last but not least, we have the Koshai's boots with the second catalyst cell. Our potions, as mentioned, the typical ones, Bliss, Frenzy, Everdrive. And then you're up and running. Now, let me show you how strong this incredible build is in a few battle showcases. Let's just go to the Twilight's Refuge for that. Oh, one thing to mention though. This build crushes through normal content. Normal content excludes Trials, Blazeworks and Heroic Escalation. Now for Blazeworks, you still burst through the Blazeworks. You also can do the Heroic Escalation. You will struggle, but you will do it. But you will struggle. Now for Trials, I do not recommend this build. Except you are really good at what you're doing. Because this is still a full damage build. Getting killed with that low life in the Trials is pretty easy. So you do not want to do this. For a safe sub 5 trial run to get your 300 gold marks, just take the Frostguard build that you will also find on my channel and make yourself an easy life. Alrighty? Don't make it yourself too hard with the trials, just pick the Frostguard and have yourself a great time. Now, one other thing I should mention though. If you do not feel comfortable with the Revenant Omnicell because you're not used to it, I have the perfect build for you. Look on my channel for the Hentai Revenant build. It is especially made to make this Omnicell more accessible. Now after I said this, let's just get to it. We have a little shroudly shroud over there. Let's just wreck him, shall we? Now, the first battle is always the most complicated because you do not have an instant jump right from the start. You will have these jumps from the second fight on. He hit me and he stole my Predator. I will punish him. Now, if you take a look at my ammunition, the first one, I slotted it at the lowest value. Boom! And there he goes. And you can see the first ammunition is already at max. Let me show you a second fight with the optimal start. You normally start out with a reckless leap. Boom! And he's already at half life, just in a matter of seconds. Now my potions ran out and I still do tons of damage. He should be dead any second now. If he is not, yes, he is. I don't know the English word for doch. This is a word in the English language that's really missing. Anyway, let's take on Hellion, shall we? Because we have a quite good bonus against fire behemoths. And that will be the Molten Hearts, provided from our Skullforge. Ow. Thank you, game. Normally you just activate your chrono there and be safe. Not this time. Dauntless said no. And he's dead. And I finished him off not even using Predator because I got hit. Of course I got hit. You get hit from time to time. I can't really prevent it, not with this game. So therefore I made this quite safe version of a full damage build. Now that you have seen what it's capable of, I'll show you the build a second time and we'll have my leave. Let's get over it another time, shall we? We have the Chrono Pike with 2 times Berserker, the Reckless Leap as a special, the Munitions Amplifier as a mod, and this is crucial, and the Rezakiri Pike as a bond weapon. Our Omnicell will be Revenant and our Lantern will be Skarn with a Catalyst cell. As the helmet, as mentioned, the Skullforge with a Tough cell. And as a jacket we have the one from Frax with Pulse. The clothes will be the ones from Malkarion though, with another Pulse cell. And for the boots we take Koshai with Catalyst. Blizz Frenzy and Ether Drive. And off you go. Have fun with this incredible build. And I see you next time. Bye bye.